Well, hello, you. We're going to dive into money today. It's March 2023, so it's Diving into Money March 2023 edition. And as you've seen by the title, I am calling this the Clearing and Asking Experiment with Money. And one of the things I typed on this video was like, living funky as fuck with money, try this instead. And for those of you guys jumping in live, I would love to get your interaction today, your comments, your questions about what's showing up for you with money, because I'm going to use that to show you how you can change the energy around money. Hi. And then, of course, I'm going to invite you into a further game with me, because we're going to do for 21 days, starting Monday, every single morning, we are going to look at the energy around money, clear it, and we're going to ask new questions to stimulate new energies. But I want to talk to you first about, so that's the link you're going to see somewhere around this video that you can just join us. First, let's talk about how I woke up 2 mornings ago, and actually how probably the last 3 or 4 months have gone for me, okay? Because that's really where this got created. So if you guys are watching live, tell me where you're watching from. I'd love to know. This has been a strange year for me financially. I completely changed my life, as you guys know. I've got all these different factors. I'm choosing and having all this different internal stuff. So a lot of my energy has been going into other things. And I actually know quite a few of you that this is kind of what's going on. Whether your energy's been going into, a sick family member, or you've changed countries, or your business has just changed, or the economy has changed, or your relationship has changed. Hi, Faith. Hi, Facebook user. Nice to see you guys. Actually, would you guys do me a favor that if you're watching live and tell me like what's occurring for you with money? Are you having a struggle and you want to change it? Are you having a great reality and just want more? Tell me what's showing up for you, and also share with me how you wake up in the morning around money. Hi, Rose. So this has been a really big year of change for me, and I'm kind of using, it's March 2023, but I'm saying like the last year, since last March. So in the last 3 or 4 months, I've been really changing things, right? So this is what happens is we get aware of something that needs to change and we make a demand of ourselves and we start changing it. The thing about choosing something different is it doesn't always show up right away. And everything in the business has been showing up really different. And if you guys work in consciousness stuff, your businesses are going to fluctuate with consciousness stuff. Your life is going to fluctuate as big sweeping changes in consciousness. So we're all connected. Oneness isn't a myth, it's actually true. So blah, blah, blah. 2 mornings ago, I woke up, actually probably more in the last 2-3 months than ever. I would wake up and feel a certain way about money. I'm really accustomed to money working really easily. I'm used to having a lot of money. When that changes, and for whatever the reasons, I can have a lot of energy come up. Thing number 1 is your life and consciousness shifts and world shifts can be contributing to what's going on for you around money. Okay, I'm going to get to that, Rose. Thank you, Faith. Number 2, the other thing to know about energies in your world is that you're psychic. So what you're picking up on, you might think you have proof of in your life, but it can 100% of the time not be yours. And number 3, you can be doing something to actually thwart yourself and not be aware of it. And I kind of want to address all of those 3 things. Okay, thank you so much for commenting. Faith says, I wake up knowing plenty is on its way to me, but it's not here yet. Rose says, I'm having a struggle. It feels like poverty. I wake up stressed about money and if I'll be able to pay the rent and bills and be able to buy food. And struggle the last 2 months have been way less money, way less clients, although I've been getting new clients. Okay, cool. I mean, thank you. And when I was looking at this yesterday, I was like, I bet you I'm not the only one, because one of the things I remembered is that I'm psychic. And so my business has really changed too, and money's coming in differently, clients are coming in differently. But here's the thing about money. It can only show up when you change where you're functioning, choose something different with where you're functioning from, and take action on all the possibilities. That's how money shows up, okay? So what we're going to play with in this live is I want you guys, so for Rose, and I don't know who you are, Facebook user, your struggle for the last 2 months, because it doesn't show me your name, but let's take actually Faith's, Rose's, and that other person's energies, and any of you guys that are watching, any energies you have in your world. And what we're going to do is we're going to play with something, okay? And this is what I want to do for the next 21 days, so we can actually start to create for ourselves a different functional reality around money. Okay, grab the energy in your world around money and notice where it is in your body. Notice if it's in your head, if it's in your kind of your thymus area, if it's in your chest, if it's in your gut, okay? And I want you to notice it and go, all the need for reactive realities and presumptive realities, holding this in place, right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Okay, now need of reactive realities. Presumptive realities are anything that you've just decided are a fact, right? The thing about money is that we have all these hidden, unspoken, secret, covert points of view about money. And most of them, read all of them, aren't ours. But we've learned to do a lot of them. We pick up on a lot of them. The proof in our life seems to prove a lot of them. But so we have these presumptions about money that we are actively creating. That's the thing about a point of view, is your point of view creates in your life. And then we have a need of reactive. We have a need to react to things. So is poverty a choice you're making, or is it the need of a reactive reality? Now with some of this stuff, it's a little bit complex and it sounds really wordy and complicated. But that part doesn't really matter. It's like if you're willing to have awareness about something, you can change it. So poverty can be a need of a reactive reality. Lack can be a need of a reactive reality. No money can be a need of a reactive reality. And those needs of reactive realities can be based on a presumption, but they can also just be someone else's that you're doing. They can be a lot of different things. So what we want to do is clear them. Let's clear them. So get the energy that you have around money. Perceive it in your world. If it's really up right now, where is it in your body? All the presumptive realities and all the need of reactive realities, destroy and create all that. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. For me, it's avoiding reactive reality. Well, avoidance is a reaction. So you're doing the need of a reaction to the reactive reality. Everything that is times a godzillion, where you destroy it and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Not taking action can be the need of a reactive reality. I'll give you an example about this. So I told you 2 days ago I woke up and I'm like, fuck. And I spent a full day just kind of moping, all right? The other day, I just spent a full day kind of being a lump. And what was going on for me was that I had all this awareness and I had all these things that I could take action on and all this stuff that was swirling around in my world, all these things that I wanted to change. And I know a lot of you have this, right? You have tons of ideas, all these things that you could do, all these things you could choose, blah, blah. And then you either go into like freeze, paralyzation, procrastination response, which is, I did that the other day. I just went into lump. I'm thankful that I know what I'm doing now and I don't like make myself wrong for it, but total lump. Knowing that if I gave myself permission to lump it for a day, that I would wake up the next morning with a new energy. Now, the day that I did lump, I actually watched a movie that night called Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. And if you guys don't have that on Netflix, Google it. Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. And the universe is such a contributor to what it is we truly desire. I really did desire a different space to create from, but I was like, I knew that if I judged where I was and I tried to change lumping it for a day, then I was going to just resist me. So I let myself. Well, I still had this ask in my world, and this is a part of the next 21 days too, of like, what else is possible here that I haven't considered? So the universe contributes things like movies. So I watched this movie, Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris, and it's such a beautiful movie because this cleaning lady in England gets inspired, and her dream becomes to go to Paris from the UK and buy a Christian Dior dress, which at the time was like 500 pounds. And she just does all these different things. She starts working extra jobs and saving up all her money, and then something happens and like she bets on the dogs and loses all her money, but she has this ability to affect people's lives, and the universe is actually working on her behalf. And what happens is this money ends up showing up for her in ways she couldn't have even expected because of what she's being in the world. And that kind of continues through the whole movie. People just want to take care of her, and people like give her apartments and make sure that she's taken care of, and like they contribute this dress that she wanted that just wasn't available. And the thing she starts out the movie with is, it's my lucky day today. It's my lucky day today. And she kind of walked through her life just knowing that it was her lucky day today. And then of course life shows up, and it never shows up the way you think. And so you could see she had down moments, but her basic point of view was like, it's my lucky day today. And I got out of that movie after a full day of lumping it, and I was like, that is what I haven't been choosing. It's my lucky day today. And things show up for me in ways that I can't even imagine. And I walk through this world knowing that things are going to show up for me. And I am going to, so I went to bed with this, right? I woke up the next morning, and this was yesterday, and I was walking around the house going, so I had this energy of like, it's my lucky day today. And then I'm walking around the house, and simultaneous to that, I'm starting to dread getting back onto my computer. And I finally looked at this. I was like, what is that? And all that came to me was like, if I could just like drop all the things that I have decided I have to do, like the show and like maintaining Infinite Being School and like, you know, all these things that I had decided were going to build, they were going to do a certain thing, and they were going to pull all these hundreds of thousands of people. And 2 years ago, I settled this up, and I've been holding myself to maintaining all this, like 5 or 6 things. And so I've been feeling more and more tired, because maintenance for a humanoid is like exhausting. Creation is where we thrive. I was like, oh, if I didn't have to maintain any of this, if I could just like start fresh. That was the desire in my world. I just wanted to start fresh. Well, guess what? You can give yourself a fresh start every day. And if that doesn't mean anything, it doesn't even mean you have to like tear down everything that you've created before. You could just give yourself this fresh start. Like if I could just give myself a fresh start, I would just, it'd be so nice. All this relief flooded through my world, and I was like, I instantly got that I didn't have to do anything in this. Like it was this instant kind of breakthrough of all the structures that I'd set up for myself. And so I sat in Andres's office, and I was sharing all this with him, and like I had these tears of relief flowing down my cheeks, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just not going to do things in the same way or try to be the same person that I was before. I'm not even going to try to have the same conversation that I had yesterday. There was this release of all the structure. And it was so crazy, because where I would have needed to really pock and pod myself, like, and I did like 2 or 3 days ago, all of a sudden I didn't need to pock and pod myself anymore. I was just I had so much energy rushing through my world, and so much available creative ideas and all this stuff. So it's I guess it's a little sideways off topic, but it's like, are you living funky with money? Try this. First of all, try and get the sense of all the energy that you're using to keep yourself funky, okay? Because we literally have to work so hard to keep ourselves funky, and most of the time we're working hard at holding in place something. So let's do this. What are you holding in place with money that doesn't have to stay that way? And all the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities that you're using to hold that in place, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shorts, boys, POVIDs, and beyonds. Okay, the clearing statement, if you need more goods on it, go to clearingwithcrystal.com, and you can watch a whole video about it. What have you decided can never change that keeps you in difficulty with money? And all of the presumptive realities and the need of reactive realities, will you destroy it and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all 9 shorts, boys, POVIDs, and beyonds. Oh, hi, Dawn. I love the daily fresh start. I've been listening daily for weeks to your clearing loop about hoarding money. Oh my God, you guys have to go to clearingwithcrystal.com. There's so many loops in there. Thank you for this gift and for bringing this fresh joy. This is Dawn. Amazing. Hoarding poverty. So how many presumptive realities and need of reactive realities do you have to hoard poverty? And everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, online, shorts, boys, povids, and beyonds. Now, here's what we want to do for the next 21 days. Why 21 days? Because 21 days creates a habit. What I want to contribute to you guys is the habit of 3 things, okay? The habit of not living, you don't have to live with feeling funky unless you choose it. You can. You don't have to. You can choose something different. So 3 things. It's clearing the funky. 2, beginning to ask for something different. So here's some generative questions. We want to clear, generate, and choose. Those are basically the 3 pillars of creating anything new. Clear, generate, and choose. And you can skip right to choose at any moment, right? They don't even have to go in order, okay? Hoarding competition. Okay, so this will be ADD. What presumptive realities in need of reactive realities are you choosing to hoard competition? No, are you using to hoard competition? Are you choosing? And everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy it and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, online, shorts, boys, povids, and beyonds. Let's go back here. Rose says, I'm having a struggle. It feels like poverty. How many presumptive realities in need of reactive realities are you using to struggle? Are you choosing? Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy it and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all night, shorts, boys, povids, and beyond. So part 1 is going to be clearing. This is what we want to do every single day for the next 21 days. Part 2 is asking. So what can you ask that's generative? So we've cleared out some of the negative or stuck or limiting energies. Energy just goes on a spectrum, right? There are the energies you can choose that limit you, all the way up to the energies of possibility, which is where Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris was functioning from. This is my lucky day today. All of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory. I wonder where money is that I haven't looked for yet. I wonder how many different ways we can come up with to create money right away, to generate more money, to make more money right away. What would it take for all the money that is owed to me from other lifetimes to show up immediately? Ask. Clear out where you've decided limiting energies are your only choice, right? Most of us, when we're stuck, are functioning from limiting energies as if they're our only choice. So let's run a clearing around that. How many presumptive realities and need of reactive realities are you using to create limitation as your only choice are you choosing? And everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy it and create it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine, shorts, boys, povids, and beyonds. So the clearing statement is such a miracle. You don't even have to get it. It just works. Just like shovels things out of the way. So we want to clear where we've decided these energetic choices are our only choices, whether they are ours or not ours. Now you're always going to find, if you ask who does this belong to, you're going to find out the limiting energies are never yours. Because would an infinite being do limitation? Oh, fuck no. An infinite being would do infinite choice, infinite possibility, infinite experiment, infinite adventure, that's infinite being reality. If you're doing limitation reality, you're doing someone else's reality. So we want to clear out where that seems like our only choice. Then we want to ask some new questions. Well, what else is possible that I haven't considered? The third thing we want to do is take action on everything that's possible. Everything that's possible. What else is possible that I haven't considered? So questions stimulate awareness. When you get awareness, it's very different than an answer. Awareness and answer aren't the same thing. Awareness is this sense of things. It's just a knowing. It's a go in this direction sort of sense. It's a sensing reality. Answers are always a cognitive reality, and they're only ever one of infinite choices. Answers aren't really true, by the way. Awareness is always true. So we want to go, okay, well, what else is possible that I haven't considered? And then take action on all available possibilities. What are all the different things that I could choose right now that would change this right away? Now, so if I use me as an example again, I started to look at all the different things that I wanted to change, but what had happened for me, what I had created for myself was I could only change this if this, and I couldn't change this if that, and I was only going to be able to change this if this. I had boxed myself in so bad that I could barely move, and it fucking depressed me. Now listen, if you are watching my stuff, you are very likely a humanoid, and if you're not sure, ask yourself, human, humanoid, which one's lighter? Humanoids cannot live in a cage, and guess who cages us faster than anybody else? We fucking do. We fucking do. We cage ourselves. So, I'm sorry, I just read, has anyone else lost the sound? But nothing has changed on my end, so I'm going to keep going. So what we have to do is we have to recognize, so when you go into taking action on all the available possibilities, you've got to let loose the cage, okay? So cages can be anything from like, I can't do that because people will judge me. I can't do that because I decided I had to stay true to my brand. I can't do that because, that's a cage. I can't do that because is the cage. You have to be willing to like fuck off the cages. Like, oof, we're not doing cages today. I'm going to take action on all available possibilities, all right? So clearing limiting energies as if they're your only choice, asking new generative questions to stimulate new awareness, and taking action on all available possibilities will change money every single time, okay? So I want to invite you to the next 21 days. We're going to start Monday, which in real time is in 48 hours. If you are a member of Infinite Being School, watch your email. I'm going to gift you something. Okay, you're in here. If you're not an Infinite Being School member yet, you just go to infinitebeingschool.com and make sure you're a member. I'm going to gift you something via email for the series. But we're going to do for 21 days, clear, ask, and then start choosing every available possibility to create change. Look, I know we're in a funny time in history, but economies are cyclical. We've been here before, we're going to be here again. Inflation, job loss, all the stuff that's going on in the world that could be affecting your world is going to always be occurring in some way or another. So we have to choose right now if we're going to be at the effect of all of that, or if we are going to be, today's my lucky day with all of that. And that's our choice. Happiness is a choice. So how can you support yourself to have that as a choice if you would like it as a choice? There's going to be plenty of people around you and plenty of people that you know that choose to suffer. That's okay. You don't have to be one of those people. You can make a different choice. You can support yourself in a different way, and that's what I'm here for. I love you guys. The link's above. Watch your email for a special Infinite Being School gift from me to come play. And if you got something out of this and you know a friend who needs it, please share this with them. Please don't hoard these tools. Please gift this to the people that you know. And you can always give them infinitebeingschool.com to get them the free 30 by 30, the Back to Basics course, like all the goodies that are in there for you guys just to change your life immediately. I love you guys so much. I'm grateful for you times a godzillion. And share this, like this, comment on this. See you in the series.